This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to beautiful South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On the toss play, runner moving left. First down, looking for more now. Muscles past the defender. Here he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Miami. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. But they'll try to add to the lead now with PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. To make a difference today. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Aggressive call on the opening play, and it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama. They connect for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Yes, first down yardage at the 46.
Third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Took contact on the throw. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. A deep shot to the left side. Has Hunt. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown. Tied.
Chris, this quarterback seems to be feeling it right now. That's his second touchdown pass in this game. Doing a great job of reading coverage and getting the ball ahead of his hands on time.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking for some space. It's Fletcher. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. A short completion of the tight end. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Defense is coming after him. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? Huge gain slips through his hands.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. Booming kick. It's good from 59 yards away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
And the jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff running right. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Now the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kurt, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they convert on 3rd. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Well, they run the ISO play, but the interior O-line just overwhelmed that time.
Yeah, give the defensive line all the credit in the world because they just manhandled this offensive line. They won the line of scrimmage. It's a very simple play. You should be able to, at the very least, get some positive yards here, but not when you lose the battle up front. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. Moves out of the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit.
He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Takes it all the way back for a pick six. Touchdown, Bama.
Boy, in an instant, Chris, you go from having a chance to cut into this lead to now being down double digits after the interception return for a touchdown. What a play by this defense.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to throw. It's Beck. Quick throw to the left. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quick throw to the left. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. When they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for some space. It's Miller. This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to beautiful South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium, the home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. That one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Team is on the field. Do they know that it's first down? And he takes it around the 20. Operating an empty set. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Corton. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense.
Get set.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the grab. It's Miller. An exciting spin move, but doesn't produce much of a gain. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of the 17.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Across midfield. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception. And a big return. They almost take it to the house. But you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The back's got it. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver makes the grab. He finally makes the stop, but a huge gain sets up a first and goal.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive, and now it's first and goal.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking deep down the left side. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Picks up the first, looking for more. And the tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Second and inches. Offense maybe looking to throw the ball here. They got 3 receivers bunched out left. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds his target, and it's complete. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Back to pass. It's back. Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. Looking for the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. They're going to run it here. A quick juke. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that previous play. The running back here on a direct snap. Powers through. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
With the catch, it's Williams. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
To the air, it's Simpson. Looking for a man deep down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up the third down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. What a play. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
He's tackled just short of the midfield line of the 49.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it second and medium. And there's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Okay, it's third down after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made, and heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. The Canes will crank up the tempo. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Canes.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can get it going here. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Slides to avoid the big hit.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Cuevas. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Alabama getting set for the first and 10 now. On the run, it's Miller. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Breaks an open space. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's a first and 10 play. Catch made on the out route. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. Running game is working. We'll stick with it on first down.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. A direct snap. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Back to pass. It's Simpson. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big third down defensive play.
And I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Alabama looking to convert on fourth down here. Looking for a receiver. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Looking to throw. It's back. It's a quick grab.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short connection to the tight end here. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The Hurricanes will come to the line to run the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, between this offensive line and this back, it's been a lot of fun to watch this offense tonight. You know, he's now over 100 yards on the game tonight. This is an evening he'll remember for a long time.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Oh, and he can't hold on. A 1st down screen is incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Beck. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they've regained the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. To the air. It's back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Here to go for the onside kick. On the hand seam, all over that to make the recovery. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, trying to make up this deficit. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. The defense, I think, sensing some urgency in this red zone. First down play, good job of pressuring the quarterback, pushing him back and putting him in a tough spot now on 2nd down.
First down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Simpson. Dumps it down to the back. And he'll be brought down.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handout. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
And he'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, tied to put them on top now.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Contact as he let the ball go.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Dropping back. It's back. A deep shot to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the ball is picked off.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is...